Recuperate Wall. Welcome to the show. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do, because we are back with a final big green Stompy. I struggled for like 2 days on this, and I finally hit the right formula to absolutely bring down just pure power down onto the board here. With a 7-1 win in a run in standard. Very happy with the way this turned out. So let's talk about it, guys. Before we get down into this, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So go on ahead there and do that. So what are we talking about, guys? Well, we are going with the standard ramp. It is a little tricky, guys, to not have Badgermole Cub and Llanowar Elves in any green deck anymore. It's just too effective of a combination play to leave out. So we are going to do Badgermole, of course, and Llanowar. That's about as much ramp as we're going to do. One of the things that I noticed, and one of the things that was one of the better options for us, was having something like Defend the Rider as an instant. This is a great little card because it does two things. It gets around a lot of removal. People always try to kill your rampers, especially your Badgermole. It gives indestructible and hexproof to one of them, or if they're doing something like target player sacrifices a creature, you can instantly make a 1/1 pilot and sacrifice that. So I find that Defend the Rider is actually a very, very useful instant card right here, especially in green ramp. When they're going for your ramp, they don't want to let you get that extra mana out on the board and hit where you want to hit. So we have green for ramp. Here's my Llanowar Elves. It's the anime version. Don't make fun of me for using anime versions of it, okay? Get really upset about that. Badgermole Cub right there for the extra Earthbend and the extra mana as we go. Now, one of the other secret formulas for this did absolute. It's worth its weight in gold in this. Man, Baloth is quickly also becoming an auto-include for green right here. 2 green, 3/2 haste. That's already good. A 3/2 trample haste for 2 that can't be countered, already pulling its weight. But guess what else it has? Creature spells you control can't be countered, so that's number 2. And combat damage can't be prevented. That's number 3. Insanely good. Really, really, really good. And just by using something like Defend the Rider and Baloth, we get around so many different types of control options of them trying to remove things, counterspell things, block things, prevent damage, all that stuff. We just kind of worm our way around that in kind of a sneaky way by using that combination. So the rest is ramp, boys. We're going to do Lumbering Worldwagon to get that extra mana out onto the board, potentially have that, survivable vehicle that one's not going to die to a board wipe that we can maybe crew again for the 4. It's equal to the number of lands you control. Great way to get another mana down. Genesis Wave, if you needed to cut a card, I'd cut Genesis Wave. You might want to only go one of them. It did come in handy a couple of times, but it's kind of an end game finisher. If you're kind of running out of options and you get to like the middle to late game and you're just not getting anything, but you have a lot of ramp and you're not hitting creatures, you hit Genesis Wave for a big payday, and you can usually hit a lot of different good cards and kind of get a smattering of stuff right there for X amount of mana, which is, you pay 9 mana, you can get some decent stuff out there, which is not impossible, but it's more of a finisher than anything else. Smuggler's Surprise is going to be really where you're making your money at. Getting a turn 5 Smuggler's Surprise is actually going to be really, really good. You could even get faster than that if you're careful. I mean, Llanowar into Badgermole, you have on turn 3, you have 3 mana down, 2 from Llanowar and 2 from your Earthbent thing right there. You can hit Smuggler's Surprise immediately. So you want to fill your hand up with your big boys here, which we have a lot of different options to kind of go for a variety. Smuggler's Surprise, of course, going to be 1 green with the Spree. The best option being you pay an extra green and 4, which is going to be the 6 drop. You may put 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. You can also give everyone hexproof or mill 4 cards and put 2 creature cards and lands from the milled cards into your hand. Don't sleep on that mill option right there. That's actually really useful. Instant hexproof and indestructible is great for a board wipe if you have a lot of stuff down already. But don't sleep on that trying to, if you're stuck and you don't have the options, you're better off milling and searching for a good option for yourself than just waiting to use it for the laydown. And of course, as I said, we have the layout right here. We have the big boys. I know we have Craterhoof Behemoth. Everyone knows it's a good card. I'm trying to get away from that with a couple other ones that I think are a really good combo. Of course, Behemoth is an 8/5/5 haste. Whenever it enters, creatures you control get +X/+X and trample. It's amazing, but what else do we have, guys? We already know Craterhoof is good. I'm going to turn you on to a couple other things. One is the Godmaw, which is an uncommon card that is, I think, slept on a lot right here. 2 green and 5/6/6 trample. When it enters, you create a lander. But here's the funny thing about him. He's a landfall card. Whenever a land you control enters, creatures you control get +1/+1, gain haste and vigilance. No one talks about this guy. When I put him down, I can put him down with like a Smuggler's Surprise, a Vaultborn Tyrant or a Glacier Godmaw and a Famished Worldshire. And then I can crack a bunch of lands open and hit landfall again. And every single one of my cards that it went down gets +3 and haste. That's a big hit, folks. He's already pre-built with trample, but he is not only that, he's adding haste and the pump up on that. He's kind of a weaker Behemoth, but for those players out there that don't have the mythic rares to get the Behemoth, you can actually do a lot of things with Godmaw, man. You can actually hit a lot of different cards and a lot of different landfall for that, especially if you combine it with Fabled Passage or losing your Earthbent creatures. Everyone gets that pump up. It stays. Really good stuff. You combine that with something like Worldshire, Famished Worldsire, 3 green and 5. You have Devour 3. As you enter, you sacrifice that many number of lands. It enters with that many 1/1 counters on it. You could sacrifice 8 lands if you want. It doesn't matter. He'll come in as a 8 times 3. What's that? That's 24. He'll come in as a 24/24, and then you get to look at the top. You take a look at the top 8 cards of your library and put all the lands down. And if you have Fabled Passages, you can trigger another landfall, which means that if you get 5 lands down, everyone gets +5/+5 and haste. It's insanely good combination plays that you can pull off with this Leviathan and Leviathan. It's a Leviathan combo right here. Actually, really cool stuff from Edge of Eternity that I think people sleep on. Of course, we have the standard dinosaurs, 2 green and 5 for Vaultborn Tyrant. There's a reason this card's like $50. I have one in paper I actually opened up. I was very happy about that because it's just good. 6/6 trample, and whenever a big card comes in, you get to gain life and draw cards. It's saved my life numerous times. Not only that, if you kill it, it just comes back as a token. And Galta, of course, the Stampede Tyrant. Whenever you put them down, put any number of battlefield cards, creature cards from the battlefield, from your hand into the battlefield. Again, doing a Galta and a Vaultborn into a Godmaw and a Famished, or into a Craterhoof, that's just an end game. That's just the game over right there. Unless they can figure out a way to counter it, it's just done. And the fun thing about that is if you're not even using something like Smuggler's Surprise, you're just hard casting something like this. Remember, creatures can't be countered. So you can immediately bring it in. They can't be countered. And then you just put that in. Godmog is going to give everyone haste because Famished Worldshire ate up all the lands, pumps everyone up through the roof, gives everyone haste, gets trample across the board. You see what's going on here, guys. You get it. It's a great little finisher. It's a great little combination play. Of course, we're going to go with 3 Fabled Passages, 1 Bossing Say, 20 lands on top of that right there. 25 creatures. A lot of Leviathans, Beasts, Dinosaurs, Badgers, Moles, all that good stuff. 8 instants, 1 sorceries, or maybe 2 sorceries, artifacts, and lands. We don't worry about that right there. I miss the Godmaw, man. It's a fun little card for you. Of course, on the sideboard, we're going to have the essentials. Herd Heirloom's a great way to ramp and, of course, get trample and draw cards. Heritage Reclamation is a really good artifact and enchantment destruction, and Anti-Reanimator for that destroying something in a graveyard. Overprotect's great for more protection and naturally get that trample. Earthbend Ascension's actually really good. Another option, if you don't have the Lumbering World Wagon and you just want Earthbender Ascension, that's fine. Garruk's Uprising is solid. Scrap Shooter is solid as well, as a little as an absolute trooper to crack open artifacts and enchantments. And Angry Saurus Rex. People forget about this guy. You can cycle for an extra card for 1 green and 2. 2 creatures get +1/+1. Put 2/1/1 counters on 1 target creature or vehicle, and then it gains trample and indestructible. very useful right there. And it's an 8/8 dinosaur, so don't forget about the Angry Saurus Rex right there. He's good people. And if you want to see me play this live, or any deck live, join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. And on YouTube, you can hit that bell, be notified when we go live. On YouTube, new videos go up. You'd love to do that. Love to have you there. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information. We're posting the Lorwyn spoilers up on the Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub and Moxfield. Check that out in the links. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I love to hear from you guys. I always try to respond to comments. I can actually respond with voice comments now. That's going to be really fun. And don't forget to like the video. Here we go. Man, somebody did not like Final Fantasy 15, bro. Because they did all the fucking Final Fantasy 15 cards dirty as shit, man. For real. They just did not fucking hit. They did not fucking do it like that. Oof. Oof, let's put 4 down. Pump, pump. Nihilus. He's gonna kill that. Oof. Yes. Yeah, so unless I get my... Here's the problem. Unless I get my ramp or my put down, I just can never play any of the high ends. I'm never gonna be able to. This might be allies? What the fuck is this? I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, put that down. I guess I'll hit Nature's Rhythm, or I'll hit Genesis Wave. I'll hit Genesis Wave for 3 next turn unless he sweeps me. I don't think Genesis Wave is going to be good in this. I don't think I can ever keep down... I don't think I can ever keep down that much mana to ever get to the point where that's useful. Realistically, I don't think we're ever going to get there. They did. Yeah, they did pitch an Absolute Virtue. So we're going to do a Genesis Wave for 2. For Counterspell? Put 2 down. Boom. Boom. Let's see if he brings it back right now. I could do Smuggler's Surprise for Famished World Sire and Behemoth and win, but I doubt we'll get that. Otters are officially Is It. Well-timed explosion. Okay, so I need a top deck mana. Or I lose. Craterhoof into Famished. Might be nice. There's Badger Mole. Let's do this. Oof. Oof. Luckily, we're getting the better cycle soon of Combustion Technique. Oof. That. Strap bet. Boom. Could play a burn on that. What's his goal here? We're just dicking around. He probably found it with that. That's 3 cards. I guess it's to get the Absolute Virtue out? Is that what? Yeah, Perenniation on Virtue, yeah. Indestructible, can't be countered. Your opponents have protect each of your opponents. It's just Perenniation on Virtue, yeah. I have no forced sacrifice, so it doesn't really matter. There was my last mana right there, guys. The game said, I'll give it to you right when it doesn't matter. That's what's important. That's what's important right now. I'll give it to you when it doesn't fucking matter at all. That's when I'll give it to you. Oh, he just decided to lose anyways. Okay. That works. Yeah, that's fine too. I don't care. If he just decided he wouldn't like to lose the game. What did I say sounded like a euphemism for masturbating before? Oh, fucking Bailoff for the FTW there, man. FT-dub Bailoff. Oh shit, he might be the sauce, dude. Bailoff might be the absolute fucking sauce here, man. Bailoff might be the fucking creme de la creme. Damn, I forgot about that. Shit's crazy, man. Alright, let's do the Floth. Let's push in. That was fucking sick. Oh, stabbing the Badger. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Stabbing the Badger. Stabbing the Badger. Yeah. Let's do this. Damage can't be prevented. Fucking Bailoff, man. Bailoff FT-dub. He's gonna try to spike the mole. That's what I'm saying. Stabbing the Badger sounds like very euphemistic. Very, very euphemistic. Like, it's very much a clear euphemism for something. What, we don't know yet, but... do that. Could be a sweeper. I'm not happy about getting swept. But we'll see here. I don't think he's gonna sweep. He could, though, which is the problem. If he doesn't sweep, I think we'll win. But I'm pretty sure he's just gonna sweep. One Badger will live, but it's not gonna help that much. Repurposing Bay. As we know, the Repurposing Bay turns some porpoises into other porpoises. Okay. He's going to do that. He's going to do Phoenix Airship. Of all fucking things. My turn. Godmaw. Pump. Pump. He's gonna try me here. Sorry, Charlie. You just got God mod. Boom, 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 boom. Recuperate lol. Welcome to the show, man. Good stuff. God mod. Hunter's Mayday. Let's see if we can get the fast time spinning. That doesn't make any sense. The good times rolling. Smuggler's Surprise on the high end. A lot of Llanowars. Early plays are tapped. Let's do this. Let's do this. Could go Sweepy McGee here. He's gonna pop that. Hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. He said no thanks? Okay, that works too. That works too. Interlinked. Have they posted the entirety of, or does it come out tomorrow, all of Lorwyn drops? I don't think we have every Lorwyn card, right? We're close, but I don't think we have them all, right? Or is it supposed to be, when is it supposed to be done? Friday or tomorrow? Because I feel like it's a small set. I feel like I have not seen that many cards. Soon.tm? Okay. Hopefully we don't get shelled by Delt here. I would really hate that. No, Resplendent Angel for 2. Oof. Okay, so here's where things get silly. You know me, I like when things get silly. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 1 mana to draw here, and for Badgermole to live. Nope, we got shelted. We got shelted, boys. Wait, hold on. He didn't shelt the right thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we could drop Vaultborn into Godmaw, which would be fucking crazy. Valstone Valk. Boom. Do that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Double Vaultborn, I think, is going to be what... Yeah. We're going to put that down. We're going to hold steady. And we'll keep the Defend the Rider up. Yeah, double Vaultborn. Trex would tell me the same thing if he was here. He would say double Vaultborn it. Now, I have a feeling that Trexodactyl may be biased for dinosaurs. I'm getting the suspicion that he's dinosaur biased. Now, I don't know if there's any real way of knowing that for sure, but it's my deep suspicion that he's a little bit biased towards dinosaurs. That's what I think, anyways. Asmoran, you're gonna actually me here? About dinosaurs. That's true. That's fucking Asmoran right there. Thank you for that. Asmoran, I'm a Magic the Gathering VTuber, and I'm roasting the shit out of you for being a nerd. That should pretty much that should tell you a lot. Let's see if we can get him out. He's gonna play removal. We're gonna go no attacks. We're gonna do end turn. He's gonna do it. Storm Chaser's talent. Okay, perfect, good. Let's do this. Take action. Put that down. Boom. And put that down. No, you know I love you, Asmoran. So, all right. Actually, I want to know. Now you have me curious. It's like saying my favorite bird is a vampire. You're telling me? Well, hold on. Wait. Let's back up, because now you're telling me vampires aren't birds, and that seems weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. All right, let's do this. Seven? No. 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 4. Say's basic land card. Oof, oof. He could have a sweeper here, which would suck, but I would still be able to get a little bit of, I would still be able to get a little something off, I think. No? Okay. Huh. I wish Trex was here so he could tell us what the difference is. About... I feel like he's cuffing a... I feel like he's cuffing a counterspell. I feel like that's what he's cuffing right now. We're going to throw this out there to see what happens. Because I feel like he's cuffing it. No, he's not cuffing a counterspell. Okay. Never mind. Okay, good. I could have hit him with the Smuggler's Surprise and it would have been just fine. All right, we're on to something here, guys. All it took was just having protection built in. You always want to bring protection, even if you think you're not going to need it. Dragon egg meta. I would say we're about there, Maze Collins. I would say that it hasn't... Lessons for a while was poised to be essentially that. But I think that we might be in a... I don't want to say slightly better. I think we might be in a little... We're very close to that. We're very close to that. That meta did ruin the entire launch of Crimson Vow, by the way. Which everyone always says, you're crazy, Jay. That didn't ruin... I'm telling you, that ruined the entire Crimson Vow. Nobody played anything from Crimson Vow because nothing could compete with... nothing could potentially compete with that level of power that they were swinging in. Let's put this and that. Thank you for censoring it, Asmaran. He's going to get rid of Baloth. Maybe he might go for Ghalta. He might go for Ghalta. Baloth is the problem. Okay. We're going to do this. Oof. Buff. We're going to do that. Boom. Pop, pop. World Devourer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 8. He's gonna kill that. Smuggler's Surprise. Oof. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Demon or something? A mana would be a treat. Solemn Simulacrum. A mana would be a real treat. My turn. It's another Famished World Sire. 1, 2. The mill cards to your mill for a true creature and from the mill cards to your hand. Or we push in. We could try to go for double World Sires, but I feel like they might get wiped after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Do nothing. Okay. He hasn't played very much, which is disconcerting. Yeah, no, anything that isn't anything that isn't is it right now, is bad. It's very hard to get anything in that is not is it. Oh, okay. So this is just okay. For a second there I thought I knew what this was, but this is just this is Ugin. Ugin. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Activate ability. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll wait. As soon as you see this card, Ugin is coming out. This is basically Ugin's Herald. That's what you should call it. Ugin's Herald. Oh, full sweep. Nice. Very nice. I think it's still coming. How you doing, Death? Let's put that down. Famished Worldshire. I don't think I'm going to get this, but we'll devour 3. Scry. Put down. Choose a card name. What is he going to choose? Famished Worldshire. Oh, okay. He gets that one. It's the one from my hand. There's... Can't do it. Ward 3. Oh, look at that. Gain 3 life and draw a card. That's a shame. Do that, this into there. It wouldn't have killed him, it would have got him down to 1, and he'd have picked me off with Ugin. We were 1 shy of the win there. Good game, though. Hedron Archive. Hedron, you apply directly to forehead. Hedron, apply directly to forehead. Firelord Sozin. Okay. Defend the rider. Alright. So we're just gonna push here. Huff to defend the rider for the inevitable wipe. Okay, so we do that. Combat damage to a player, you may pay X. When you do, put any number of creature card total value X. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Who's he going to grab? The Craterhoof Behemoth? That could work. He has a lot of mana to put down. You could also just go for the sweeper. Firebending. Boom. That's 5. Two. Brings out Badger will come. This is sure taking a long time. Oh, man. Okay, he's going to animate that. Great, yeah. My turn. Smuggler's Surprise. That's 7, 8. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball, I guess. I'm not happy with this, but we're gonna give it a shot. Choose up to 2. Bell off 1. Let's do this. Let's do no attacks and turn. What we need is the we need Craterhoof is a win con, or Godmaw is also a win con. Godmaw is also a win con. Sacrifice, draw 2 cards. One or the other. We're just waiting for a top deck. I know Ugin is so insanely powerful and broken whenever he shows up. It's funny that people just generally think of him as a bad guy now. Like they just don't like him. Upborn Tyrant, perfect. I will take that. Llanowar Elves, okay. We have a Defend the Rider here. We have a Defend the Rider here to protect whatever shenanigans he's going to put out. Create a treasure. Okay. He's looking for it. He's digging. He's looking for it, folks. Is he going to exile or destroy? What's he going to go for here? What's he going to go for here? We wait with bated breath. Ah, okay. Loses their abilities. Okay, destroy those creatures. Would they lose Indestructible as well? Would they lose Indestructible as well? Would it be useful to put that on, or would they lose their abilities? How does that work? Would I also lose Indestructible if I instant Indestructible down? Right? I would lose it. It would be pointless to put that because everything would lose all of its abilities if it's 8 or less. And then we would essentially, we'd still be in this situation. We would lose all of our abilities. I would lose it. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, so it's no reason to Indestructible's eyes here. There's no reason to play Indestructible. So Black Sun was the perfect grab for him there, I think. That's a fucking land. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, that's exactly what he needed. I didn't hit what I needed. He hit what he needed. Again, a Craterhoof, a Godmaw would have pushed us over. Either one of those would have been the deciding factor there, but we didn't hit it as much as we had wanted to hit it. Create a 2/2 Black Zombie. As hard as we might have wanted to hit, it probably will hit it right now here. Nope, it's another Llanowar Elves. So 14% of a fucking Godmaw, and we can't fucking draw that bitch. 1% Crater Hoof. Genesis Wave would also help with the amount of fucking mana that we have. That's a 5%. But this fucking Godmaw would not fucking pop. That gives everything haste and trample, I believe. Oh yeah, no, it gives everything vigilance and haste. So it's able to accelerate. And he would get it too, potentially. How is TMNT gonna fill out a whole set? Genuinely curious. Very poorly, I would imagine, is the answer to that. Not very well. If I may amuse myself for a moment here, it won't do it very well. It'll do a poor job of it. Another land, fantastic. Yeah, we're high lands right here. He took all my famished. And one of my Galtas. End turn. Hey, what's up, ADHD Donuts? Yeah, this game is quite tedious here. Okay. I don't think we're gonna win this. We're still not hitting fucking... We're still not hitting it. Again, if we draw it, we draw it, and it's gonna be amazing. If we don't, we don't, and it's gonna suck. So, we'll see. We'll see, folks. You got a fucking 14% chance still. There's the Behemoth. So, yeah, let's do it. So you got another one in there? Draws 2. That's 16 going in. He took the L. He took the L, folks. He took the L. Oh my god, that was a battle right there. Ooh, top deck Behemoth. Top deck Behemoth. Fucking can't stand that. I don't know what's fun about it. I don't know what's fun about it. I always tell people who like to play Control, I say, you know, Solitaire is pre-built on most Windows computers. They still got it on there. If you're just interested in doing nothing and just staring at your opponent, you could just, Solitaire is right there for you, man. It's right there. Hey, how you doing, the lenses? He's gonna knock that back. He can't help it. Speaking of Control. Speaking of Control. Oof. I used to play Dimir. I would not call it Control. I would call it Dimir Tempo. I did enjoy Tempo decks. I've never been Azorius board wipe man in my whole life. I did play Dimir quite a bit. I am perfectly fine playing Dimir. I don't mind that. If you play Dimir, you're playing Tempo, you're slowing your opponent down, you're getting fucking, you know, you're stymieing your opponent's plans, and you're building your forces for whatever you want to be able to do. I think that is perfectly okay. I think that's fine. But if you're literally just staring at your opponent because they're just not letting you have any board, any game, anything, nothing is happening, I think you're out of your mind. I think that's crazy talk. Yeah, that's a good one. Dimir used to not be such fucking shit, man. I remember you could play Stompy Dimir, man. You could play fucking heavy creatures and sea monsters. You could play Dimir in weird, wild ways, and it was really fun. But nowadays, you can't. You really can't. This is control, by the way. This is just blue lockout counterspell. The reason he got to get rid of that that moth, whatever. Enduring Curiosity. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. We hit none of our ramp cards. We hit one ramp. We have 5, 3 more elves. That. Boom. And turn. Okay, so we're going to do this. Enduring Curiosity number 2. We're going to say target creature becomes indestructible. He's going to counterspell that, but hopefully that'll let us... he'll draw 50 million cards. No, he didn't counterspell. Boom, 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 boom. He's going to draw 50,000 cards. So he'll have the counterspell for Genesis Wave because he was able to stymie me so quickly. This card, Enduring Curiosity, that's a motherfucker, I'll tell you that much. That's a real bastard of a card right there. Alright, we're just going to get countered, so we'll give it a shot, but it's not going to work. We'll do this. We won't give him the satisfaction. We're cooked. Yeah. Not no spell can be countered, but it's going to be good either way. Well, you have to see it tomorrow, Unibot. That was epic. That was like, I don't know. They could have turned that into like a 6-part Netflix movie. That was insane. I go first with not a lot of good options here. We're going to mulligan that. Genesis Wave. I'm not feeling you too much. Oh, well, Genesis. We'll keep you. Behemoth, you go away, Behemoth. Boom. I'll do this. Okay. Netflix, you're greenlit. Let's do this to try to draw him out. That was one of the funniest South Park gags was you could just call Netflix and they'll give you a TV deal no matter what. Netflix, you're greenlit. This is the first thing they say. Okay, so let's put down number 2. Ooh. Boom. Hey, what's up, Ashfire and Smoke? How you doing, man? 1, 2, 4. Okay. Scrap bet. We'll do that. Take action. You down. Yeah. Go in. Pop, pop. Okay. You. swing. Take action. Got that. I'm a little worried about a wipe right here. Genesis Wave might be the saving grace to refill my board, though. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Genesis Wave for 5 might be clutch. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's see if he has a counter spell. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's out of there. Okay. Okay. We have not pretty aggressive land. I know we're using a lot of the old tricks, the ramp tricks, the cool tricks, and the cold tricks, but it is the return to form for Godmaw, and we had some epic fights. I think that just protection and Baloth were the 2 biggest factors in keeping people off of us to get some of our biggest that we can possibly get. The biggest, beefiest schmeat that we could possibly bring down, we brought it in on him. So I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that overall. Green, man, it was on its way back for a long time. We were really getting some good green, and it kind of faltered again. But I think there's still always hope for green, man. I still always hope that it's got that power once again. So.